Hi guys, this is a nice little Vinyasa class for you to take part in, just to do it at home. And we're going to be focusing a little bit on the thighs today, onto the hips. It's just going to be a nice quick little session as we start to move, create a little bit of space in the body. So we're going to start seated, so just making your way into a nice comfortable seated position as you're ready. And as always, when we're practicing at home, it's good to take these first couple of moments just to really start to close down the eyes, check in with your breath, and just notice any distractions which are going to come up around you, and try and eliminate as many as you can. So you're really carving out this time for yourself on your mat to create this space together. Take a nice big breath in. Open the mouth and let it go. Gently blinking those eyes open. We're going to slowly draw the soles of the feet towards each other, setting up for our first pose, our butterfly pose. So feet come in, just take a hold of the feet. Just sit yourself up nice and tall, just using the muscles to start to open out the legs to the sides. Again, meanwhile, just checking in with the body, starting to notice any tight spots, any tension. Let's take another big breath in together. Exhale it away. Feels good to stay upright, stay here for a couple more breaths. Otherwise, we're just going to slowly soften the chest forwards, letting the forehead come down towards those big toes. So feel any tension, any release in the back of the body. One more breath in. Exhale to gently roll yourself up to center. Let's start to make our way into our first downward facing dog. Spreading those hands nice and wide, start to tuck the toes, sending the hips up towards the sky behind you. We're looking for hands roughly shoulder width apart, feet roughly hip width. If you're feeling a little bit tighter in the legs today, take a nice big bend to those knees. So we scoop the belly, send the hips a little higher to the sky above you. Taking one more breath in. Big exhale away. Starting to take the gaze forwards to the top of the mat. Start to walk your feet up, coming to our ragdoll pose. Feet roughly hip width apart. Nice soft bend to the knees, grab opposite elbows. Either staying in stillness or just finding this little sway of the upper body side to side as we release here. Take another big breath in together. Exhale to release the hands down towards the earth, slowly starting to ripple and roll link by link up through the spine to standing. Sit the arms wide and high. And settle into prayer at heart center. Let's take a nice big sigh together. Inhale. Open the mouth and let it go. And start to seal the lips, sweep the arms up and overhead. Inhale. And a nice forward fold all the way back down towards the earth. Take a halfway lift, look forwards, draw the belly in. Plant the hands and step back to your high plank. Pausing here as you arrive. Feel into the body. If you need to, you can lower those knees to the earth, but wherever you are, shoulders come halfway down as you exhale. Drop the hips to the ground, scoop the belly, lift the heart for your cobra pose. Exhale it back, child's pose, hips back towards the heels. Take a nice big breath in as you arrive. Exhale it away. This pose is here whenever you need it, but let's start to make our way back up into our downward facing dog, hips high towards the sky. Take a nice big breath in, look for that length through the spine. As you exhale, start to get heavy through those heels down towards the earth beneath you. We're going to sweep the right leg up to the sky as you breathe in. Take a nice big bend to that knee. Just start to circle into that right hip so you can start to feel any restrictions in that right hip joint. Take one more breath in. Exhale to slowly bring that right knee through into the chest, plant the foot, and drop the left knee down towards the earth. Untuck the back foot, sweep the arms up to the sky as you breathe in, look for length. Start to feel this belly button drawing back towards the spine. Take one more inhale. Hands come down to frame the front foot, look forwards. And we're stepping the left foot up to meet the right as you exhale away. Drop the hips, lift the heart for Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale to release it down. Take a halfway lift, look forwards. Plant the hands, step or float it back through your chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhaling for cobra or upward facing dog if you're ready. Downward facing dog, hips high towards the sky. Nice big breath in together. Exhale it away. Let's take it to that second side. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Bend the knee. Start to take nice big circles with that left knee. We start to feel into this hip space on this side. You might get a couple of pops here, clicks. That's absolutely fine. Slowly draw that knee forwards to the chest. Plant the foot. And drop the right knee down towards the earth behind you. As you breathe in, lift the hands high. Look for this lump through the spine. And look for a little bit more depth into those hips if you can. Keep drawing the belly button back towards you. Last inhale. Hands come down to frame the front foot. Look forwards. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Hips low, heart lifts. Forward fold. Exhale to release it down. Take a halfway lift to lengthen forwards. Chaturanga, high to low plank. As you exhale, knees can be dropped if you need. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale it back. Downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale it away. Sweeping that right leg to the sky. Breath in, stretch it high. Exhale it forwards, knee to nose. Pull out the foot. Rise up to your crescent lunge. The back heel is lifted as the arms sweep up towards the sky above you. Take a nice big breath in. Draw that belly button back. And open out to your warrior two. Back heel to the earth. Arms open nice and wide. Make sure your front big toe and knee are tracking forwards and soften those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Side angle pose. Right elbow to the knee. Left arm stretches up and over. Feel the hips get heavy. Take another inhale. Rise back up to your warrior two. Exhale. Back heel tucks in. Goddess pose. Nice big bend into the knees. As we keep lifting up through the heart space. Try to make sure these knees are still opening out to the sides. Inhale to the back of your mat for Skandasana. Exhale, big bend into that back left knee. With this one, you might look a little bit different here. So this leg might be a little bit higher. Heel might be down or lifted, but just look for that space in the hips. And start to feel this nice long line of energy through the right side. Take one more breath in together. Exhale to start to walk your hands forwards to the top of the mat. Left hand comes to the inside of that right foot. We're going to lift the back heel as we start to sweep this right hand up to the sky for a twist. Take another big breath in. Right hand to the earth, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale to lift the chest. Downward facing dog. Exhale it back. Take the left leg to the sky. Breath in. Exhale it forwards. Plant the foot. Rising up to your crescent lunge. Inhale. Pausing here as you exhale. Feel this front thigh turning on. Lift the back heel high. Draw the belly button back towards you. One more. Inhale. Exhale to open to your warrior two. Arms come wide. Shoulders soften away. Make sure that front knee and toe are in line. Keep depth in your lunge. Left elbow to the knee. Right arm stretches up and over. Feel the hips and try to send that left hip back in space. So we're lengthening this underside of the waist. Last inhale. Exhale to rise back up to your warrior two. Back heel tucks in. And we're sitting nice and low into our goddess pose. Feel the heart lift. Draw the belly in and sink a little bit deeper. One more, inhale. To the back of your mat for Skandasana, nice big bend into that right knee. Take a moment here, maybe hands come to the earth, but feel this nice big stretch through that front leg. One more, inhale. Exhale to walk the hands forwards. Right hand to the inside of that left foot, left hand sweeps up and open to the sky. One more, inhale. Exhale to step it back through your chaturanga, high to low. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. Nice big breath in together. Exhale it away, rise up to your tiptoes. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float to the top of the mat and find your forward fold. Drop the hips, lift the heart, Utkatasana, chair pose. Pausing here to feel this shape through the body. We're going to start to peel this left knee up into the chest for our stork pose. Lift it high and draw that belly button back in space. Fix your gaze on something in front of you that's not moving and slowly start to float that left leg back behind you for your aeroplane pose. Get strong through the belly, strong through that right foot. Take one more, inhale. As you exhale, hands come to the earth, and we're coming into our standing splits. Make this about that back left glute today, so keep lifting the heel high and draw that belly button back towards you. One more, inhale. As you exhale, we're bending into this right standing leg. Left knee bends and we're tucking the knee into the back of that right knee joint. So you breathe in, sweep the left leg back to the sky behind you, standing splits. Exhale to bend and soften. One more time, scoop it high, breath in. Exhale to release that left foot just next to the right, but keep it hovering away from the earth. We're sending that left foot wide to the left side. One breath in. Exhale to release back to center. One last time. Inhale, send it wide. Exhale to release into that forward fold. Little shake of those hips side to side. You should be feeling that glute working. We've got all that juice to do on the second side. Hips low, heart high. Utkatasana, chair pose. Draw the belly in. Right knee lifts up into the chest for your stork pose. Find your gaze and start to find your balance here. One more, inhale. Exhale to shoot it back behind you, aeroplane pose. Body is long and back leg is active. Keep lifting that heel high. Last breath in. Exhale to fold, hands to the earth. Right leg stays high to the sky. Feel that belly button lifting in and feel long through the body. Last inhale. Exhale to bend that standing leg. Right knee comes to the back of the knee joint. We pulse it back to the sky. Breath in. Exhale to bend and soften. Last time, shoot it high. Inhale. Don't let that right leg touch, but bring the foot alongside the left foot, lifting it 1 inch away. Got 2 pulses to that right side, and it's a strong one to breathe here. Right foot comes wide. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Last one, breath in. Exhale to release, little wiggle of those hips side to side. Take a halfway lift, look forwards. Toe heel the feet wide and drop down into your Malasana squat. Heels down to the earth or lifted. Hands come into prayer at heart center. Look for length through the body. Take one more. Inhale. Exhale to release. Planting the hands down. We're going to stretch the hips back to the sky. And you can either move through your chaturanga or just drop down onto all fours. To build a little bit of fire, we're going to start to stretch out into those outer hip muscles, the glute med muscles here. So from here, right knee is going to start to slide out to the outside of your right baby finger as we set up for our half pigeon pose. Make sure the right foot stays nice and close to the body. Stretch the left leg long. And just take a moment here to pause. Especially if you've been spending a lot of time cycling, running, anything like that. Check in with the hip, check in with this front knee before you come any deeper. Make sure everything's feeling happy and comfortable there. If it is, we're folding forwards to find our half pigeon pose. If this feels awkward for that knee, you can take the same pose on your bottom. It's by crossing that right ankle over and flexing the toes back towards the shin. Wherever you are, look for the length through the spine and start to soften these shoulders away from the ears. Take one more breath on this side. Exhale to release, coming back up to all fours as we set up for that second side. Take a moment to swing the hips, release any tension. I'm going to take this left knee forwards to the outside of that left baby finger. Right leg stretches back long. Again, take a moment to feel this shape and check in with this front knee. Everything's feeling good. Start to send that heart forwards. If you want that modified variation, you're going to come onto your bottom. This time, cross the left leg on top of that right knee to find your pose. If you're in the seated variation, make sure those feet stay flexed, and wherever you are, keep an eye on that knee and drop any tension that doesn't need to be in the body here. Taking one more breath in. Exhale to release wherever you are. We're coming back to our seats. Both legs stretching out in front of you. Take a moment to wiggle the seat bones. Make sure they're connected to the earth. Sweep the arms up to the sky as you inhale. We're folding forwards, heavy over the thighs. Exhale it away. Allow the back of the body to round and soften. Taking one more breath in. Exhale to release it away. Rising up to center. Stretch the arms out in front of you. Scoop the belly and roll link by link all the way down onto the earth here. Taking a moment to set yourself up. We're going to draw those feet in. Soles of the feet hip width apart. The heels roughly underneath your knees. Find this lift of the belly button back towards you. Start to float the hips to the sky and pause it here for your bridge pose. Feel the shoulders draw towards each other underneath you. Again, start to tune into your breath, your body today. Take one more nice long inhale. Exhale to release it all the way down. We'll sway all of those legs side to side. We're going to start to set up for our inversion, for our practice. The hips can stay on the earth. To start with, just stretch the legs up to the sky. If you've got a wall nearby, having the legs leaning against the wall, it's amazing how different it feels doing that. So that's a nice variation to work with. If you want to come up into a full shoulder stand today, just start to peel those hips up onto the hands. Stretch the legs up high towards the sky above you. Wherever you are, keep breathing. And keep the gaze up between those two big toes. Take one more inhale. If you're in shoulder stand, maybe feet come overhead to Halasana or plow pose. But take your time to slowly start to roll, link by link, all the way through the spine. Give yourself a little squeeze. Let's rock those knees, circling side to side. We're going to close our practice off today with a happy baby pose. The soles of the feet come up to the sky. Nice big bend to the knees. Maybe you hold the back of the legs. Or if you can comfortably reach them, take a hold of the feet or big toes. So we let the chest get nice and soft. Some of us might want to stay still. That's absolutely fine. Some of us, it might feel good to take a little rocks here. Start to close down the eyes, moving intuitively with your body. It's good. While you've given yourself this time on your mat, if there's any last shapes, any last poses you'd like to take, feel free to start to move, to adjust as you need. Whenever you're ready, we're going to start to make our way into our Shavasana. So letting those legs stretch long down the mat, hands coming alongside the waist. Let's take a nice big breath in here together. Open the mouth and let it go. This is where I'm going to leave you guys to rest. Try and stay for at least a couple of minutes. So let all that hard work, all that juice sink in. Let me know how you got on. Any questions, send me a note. I hope you have a great week, guys. Namaste.